The Trump administration establishes a new office in Colombia to help combat the Maduro regime in Venezuela. One America's Jacob Demille has the details on the initiative.
The State Department opens a diplomatic office for Venezuela in Colombia's capital, amid ongoing efforts to remove embattled President Nicolas Maduro from power. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said in a statement Wednesday, the department will continue its efforts to oust Maduro through the creation of the Venezuelan Affairs Unit in Bogotá, Colombia. According to the statement, the VAU will be headed by James Story, who is already a U.S. diplomat for Venezuela. The recent move coincides with opposition leader Juan Guaido's appointment of 4 new ministers to his cabinet, including Julio Borges, who is tasked with garnering international support for Venezuela's opposition movement.
We have appointed as Presidential Commissioner for Foreign Relations Julio Borges, who will be responsible for increasing international pressure on the dictatorship, diplomatic pressure, financial pressure to seek additional support in the world, grow an unprecedented coalition for support of the Venezuelan case.
This all comes after the U.S. withdrew its staff from its Venezuelan embassy in March, citing the deteriorating situation in the country. The Trump administration has made it a priority in terms of foreign policy to force the socialist leader out of office. In January, President Trump officially recognized Guaido as the country's interim president, a sentiment matched by over 50 other nations. Despite the international pressure, Maduro has continuously refused to step down.
We are also going to win this battle, and Venezuela will go forward, with grace, overcoming aggressions and blockades. They have not and can never win against Venezuela. This is the birthplace of the liberators. Mr. Donald Trump, Mr. John Bolton, they can't and will not be able to take on our homeland.
Last month, President Trump implemented a full economic embargo against the regime in an effort to convince Maduro to resign. During a visit with Canadian leaders last week, Pompeo said the U.S. does not plan on changing course in its efforts to oust the socialist leader.
But the answer to the substantive question is no. There's been no change in U.S. policy. We have consistently said that there cannot be free and fair elections so long as Maduro is on the scene, and we continue to work towards achieving that end on behalf of the Venezuelan people.
Venezuelan opposition leaders have called for new elections, but have said they can't be free and fair as long as Maduro is still in power. Over 1 million Venezuelans have fled to Colombia in recent years, amid the country's ongoing economic crisis. Jacob Demille, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.